everyone, I am Christy Hilton with ESC of I, and we are here with another feature for 2 for Tuesday. And I'm very excited to present Ross Miller to you, and he's going to share the solution that they offer through StormWind Studios. Ross, take it over.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Christy. All right, let's dive in. I have my screen shared. To give you a little background on StormWind, we are a professional online IT training company. We train in project management as well, and end user desktop applications and security awareness. I'm going to walk you through a short demo of how it works, what comes with the license, and I'll try to paint a picture of the nuts and bolts for what you have access to if you do your training through StormWind. Here on the screen is our portal. What we're looking at is I've got an instance from Darlene Kennedy, another ESC, many of you may know her, and we'll use this as our example. When a user logs in, the first thing they see, and this can be an IT technician or a general end user, most of our customers are IT departments. We're used all over Indiana. To give you a little bit of context, I'm going to step back a moment to give you a little bit of context on what type of training we do. In the, we'll call the IT training industry, there's always been kind of two types of vendors, right? There's the self-paced video, kind of low-cost type training vendors, and then there's more something like a boot camp where you go out of office. StormWind is designed to be a blend of the two approaches because we recognize that there are different styles of learners in all kinds of IT departments. Some people really like to self-pace where they'll chip away at their training course over time, and they might do it over a weekend or over a summer. Some people really like to be in a live instructor-led class where they can ask questions. We provide both styles of training. We also provide goal-setting features, as we'll see here on the right side of the screen. So if you have folks who really like to stay structured and like to have a goal to aim for of how many hours of training they like to get done each week, those kind of things. There are goals that you can build in here to help folks stay on track and help drive usage. I'm going to pull up a class page. We're using CompTIA Security Plus as an example. If I scroll down, I'll park it here and start walking you through it. How StormWind works, it's a 12-month subscription model. You prepay for a year's worth of access. So you have 12 months, unlimited access to whatever you sign up for. You can sign up for a single course, like somebody might call and say, hey, all I need is Security Plus. They would get access for a year. Or more often than not, folks use our unlimited courses package where they have access to everything that we do. Okay, we're talking network and infrastructure technology, systems administration, cybersecurity, coding and development, project management, among a bunch of other areas. Now, a user can choose to take their course self-paced, which we see here. Each module is labeled. That way they can cherry pick content if they need to. You know, we're in an example where somebody might not need the full Linux course, but session 4 covers something they need, right? And they can cherry pick that based on a project. Or if they prefer to self-pace it start to finish, they start here at the top and they work their way through. They can repeat courses. They can take it multiple times, so it's true unlimited. Now, conversely, if somebody really likes to take classes live, again, so that they can ask questions, they can come up here. We can see CompTIA Security Plus starts in 41 days. I can look at my calendar here. Now, one thing that we do that's quite a bit different, this is a new approach. We prefer to break our courses into smaller segments. So rather than doing a 5-day, 40-hour boot camp like many of you might be familiar with, we prefer to train in smaller 2 to 3 hour daily sessions. That way you're not losing an employee out of the office for a day or a full week, and they can still work and train in the same day. We also find that it lends to learning retention. Anything past 2 to 3 hours as far as a class time, it's just a lot of information for one sitting. So this is pretty common. This is a StormWind format. Again, to recap that, you can take classes live, instructor-led, and self-paced. When we run a class live, it's being recorded, and then we upload that new version into the portal so that everybody always has the newest content. One of the complexities of what we'll call the IT training industry one of the complexities and challenges for vendors is always this is technology, and stuff changes so quickly and so often. How do we stay on top of it? Well, it's important for a vendor like us to have a really well-established process for how we keep our content up to date. And for us, the easiest way to do it is we run classes live like this once or twice a quarter, that we are always getting the freshest content. That's very, very important. Okay, I'm going to direct your eyes over to the right side of the screen share under the supplements. Now, StormWind is much more than just video content or just live classes. For us, it's important that you also have access to materials, things like live labs, practice exams, books. So that's what we're seeing here, right? Cryptography resources, key and certificate storage schemes. A lot of these are going to be links and PDFs to different industry information, different tools, public tools you can use, subnetting practice and binary math. These are interactive worksheets where if you get the question wrong, you get a tip. There are assessments built in here. A lot of different resources to help that learner get all the way through to the end of the course. Now, these last three here are what I want to highlight. These are big and these are critical if you're going to have a fulfilling training experience. For one, users need to have unlimited access to full-blown simulations and live labs, okay? Practice exams. Users also get unlimited attempts at practice exams. Not everybody trains with us to get certified. A lot of folks do. If you are hunting down a cert, practice exams are a big tool to get there. Now, one of the last things I want to walk through for how the training itself works is what we call mentorship. Most of our instructors provide their contact information right up front at the beginning of class. It's also in the syllabus and other materials. But if you miss it, somebody can come in here and they can reach out to the instructor. They can say, hey, Ross, I'm stuck in a lab right now and I could use some help. Can we hop on Zoom later on today? That is a foundational or a fundamental part of how we train, that you need one-on-one and private access to instructors when those scenarios come up where you need someone to fill in the gaps for you, or there was something in class that just didn't quite click, or maybe you went through a practice exam and you didn't do as well as you thought. There can be any number of reasons you might want to reach out to the instructor. Sometimes folks just need a little bit of help taking what they learned in class and applying it to the project they're working on. Those are reasons why we provide you direct access to our instructors outside of just the class itself. Now, if you're a manager, you also have access to an administrator's portal. I'll pull this up here. You can run utilization reports and track usage. You can assign courses to users. You can run reports. So there's a whole portal here for managers. You can also track leaderboards and stack ranking of your users if you like to gamify how you encourage training with your team. One new feature we added that a lot of folks are really enjoying is in our Discover tab here, our course catalog. Folks can sort courses by vendor or by certification, but people really like now to be able to sort by something like a job role. So if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I've got an interest in cloud technology, I'd like to become a cloud technologist, where do I start? What kind of content do I need to look at? They can come in here and we'll immediately start filtering out what kind of courses they should look at, what are they ready for, and what do they need prerequisites for. And so I'm going to wrap up there. We do provide security awareness training for end users where they're much more shorter and modular segments where we build in quizzes and assessments and email campaigns to make sure that we're staying vigilant for your non-IT personnel to remind them, hey, don't click on that free gift card spam email, or how to pay attention to social engineering tactics. I'll stop there. It was very nice talking with you all. I hope you have a great day.